Dear finance professionals and students, welcome to podcast of Fca Deepak Rao, a practicing chartered accountant. Daily news and updates for 3rd March 2025. The NFRA plans to focus on auditing firms with significant listed company audits using data analytics to detect potential issues. Chairman Ajay Bhushan Prasad Pandey emphasized the need for auditors' independence and professionalism. Upcoming inspections of firms like Deloitte and E&Y will assess improvements in processes. Earlier reports highlighted deficiencies in related party transactions and documentation. Onix Renewable, a Gujarat-based renewable energy and solar module manufacturing company, is set to raise Rs 1,000 crore through an initial public offering by July, targeting a valuation of Rs 10,000 crore. The company, which began as a transmission and distribution contractor in 2007, has expanded into solar module manufacturing and independent power production. Excel Technologies Limited, a vertical software as a service company focused on the learning and assessment market, has filed papers with capital markets regulator to raise Rs 700 crore through an IPO. The proposed IPO of the Karnataka-based company is a combination of a fresh issue of shares valued at Rs 210 crore and an offer for sale of shares worth Rs 490 crore by the promoters. The Income Tax Bill 2025 proposes a major shift in tax reassessment rules, allowing authorities to issue notices under the General Anti-Avoidance Rules or GAR, even for tax years that have crossed the prescribed time limits. If approved, this change will empower tax officers to revisit transactions executed several years ago if deemed to have been structured primarily for tax avoidance. As per the existing rules, tax authorities can issue reassessment notices if unreported income exceeds Rs 50 lakh. However, these notices must be issued within 5 years and 3 months from the end of the relevant assessment year. This statutory limit has prevented authorities from investigating older transactions that may involve tax avoidance. Paytm has been issued a show cause notice by the Enforcement Directorate for alleged violations of the Foreign Exchange Management Act of FEMA. The notice pertains to irregularities in the acquisition of two subsidiaries, Little Internet Private Limited and Nearby India Private Limited, between 2015 and 2019. In its regulatory filing, Paytm reassured that the issue has no impact on its operations. All services on the Paytm app remain fully functional and secure, with no disruption for users or merchants. Chris Capital, one of the largest and most established India-focused investment firms with over $6 billion in assets under management, is exploring investments in areas such as enterprise tech, financial services, pharma, healthcare, consumer, manufacturing, and new economy sectors. Chris Capital said that the environment for companies going public is facing some headwinds, but better businesses will continue to go public despite cycles. Chris Capital has 5 to 6 portfolio companies planning IPOs in the next 18 months. This podcast is sponsored by Sound of CA. We share because we care. Vande Mataram, Jai Hind.